Well, thank you and good afternoon. It's a real pleasure to be here to kick off this final phase of the conference and talk about Keep Jersey Farming, a campaign that we launched later this year, as you've heard, with the RJNHS, Genuine Jersey and Jersey Farmers Union. Now, in the past few days, I've been thinking about my entrance onto the stage and what the musical soundtrack might be to the campaign. And this is something of a laboured analogy, but you're going to have to bear with me just for a little while. I imagine myself wandering through a record store, and I walk past the Council of Ministers, the Jersey Development Company, feeling sorry for themselves in the blues section, past the JEP letters page regulars, predictably banging their heads on the wall in the heavy metal section. And I found myself in that part of the shop where the shelves were filled with uplifting, positive tunes. Music full of energy, which brings people together and gives you a sense of excitement about what might be possible. Because that is where I think we are today. I think the campaign has helped to rally the farming community and to wake up islanders to appreciate better the great importance of farmers to Jersey's economy, heritage, environment, diet, and general sense of well-being and happiness. Since we launched the campaign, my children and I have been playing a new game as we drive around Jersey. You get 10 points for spotting one of the little window stickers, and you get 100 points for one of the big banners. And I would have scored highly on the way from the JEP today in the car park, because I'm glad to see there were lots of stickers. But invariably, my 4-year-old son has asked me the same question. Daddy, he says, what can you do to help farmers? You only write stories in the newspaper. I suspect some of you might be asking the same thing. What the hell is this guy doing talking to us today, and what can he possibly know about farming? Well, I've worked on a few farms in my home, my home of Herefordshire in the UK, from into Jersey. And I once escaped narrowly a job AIing turkeys. Now, I only understood what that meant halfway through the interview, and I think the expression on my face when it dawned on me kind of made it clear I wasn't the man for the job. The answer is, I think I know next to nothing about farming. But I think the JEP and the farming community have got far more in common than you might imagine. I'm also sure that Keep Jersey Farming campaign is a win-win for the newspaper and the industry. That's you guys. And a genuinely positive initiative which is good for the island in so many ways. So what do we have in common? Why did we launch the campaign? What have we achieved so far, and what's the future? Like the JEP, farmers and the farming community are so ingrained in the history, heritage and culture of this island, not to mention its everyday life, that we are very easy to take for granted. Our products might be different, they are essential ingredients in the lifeblood of the community. We both offer so much more than the products we produce. In our different ways, we help to cement the community together. You are the expert custodians of the countryside and are today's torchbearers for a long and proud tradition of husbandry, which for generations has helped define what Jersey is. Whether it's the sight of Paul House's lovely picture you might have seen in the paper recently, leading his herd to the milking parlour along the unspoilt lanes of St Saviour, lush green meadows, or the taste of great fresh local produce, what you do helps to inject a feel-good factor into how we think about Jersey. Farming offers something definite, tangible and rooted in the earth, in stark contrast, I might suggest, to whatever it is that goes on behind the doors of finance houses and banks. Those factors form the prism through which I see farming in Jersey, and I have little doubt that the vast majority of islanders would think the same, if only they stopped to think about it. So back to my son's question, what is it that Daddy can do about farming? Well, the answer is in part the question. The campaign aims to put issues I've just mentioned into the minds of islanders, to invite questions and start conversations about farming informed by the articles that we've produced. Now, you might think this slideshow is something of a safety net for me in case I get a bit boring and you drift off. And I suspect that's probably true for some of you. It's been a long day. But these pictures are also a powerful weapon in our armoury to raise awareness about the history, expertise and personality of the farming community. They are a reminder of the importance of what you do, and again, they start a conversation. And of course, they show the importance the JEP has had in recording in pictures and words every aspect of island life for the past 125 years. Even at a time of very significant challenge in the newspaper industry, the JEP remains such a successful newspaper because it serves a community which remains strong and which still values what it means to be local. And that, I think, is where our interests converge. A strong community is good for both of us. Keep Jersey Farming is about engaging the community in support of farmers. In doing so, it helps to cement that community, giving oxygen to the spirit which binds it together. It is circular and self-sustaining. The campaign is also a rallying cry for you, the farming community. Now, it's been suggested to me, I won't say by Paula, but someone close to me, that you guys have the capacity to be stubborn, awkward sods, and that the dairy farmers of St. Juan would rather move to Guernsey than sit down with the potato growers of Grouville. If that is true, then the campaign is an opportunity to come together to achieve some common goals. We decided to launch the campaign of the JEP simply because we thought it was the right thing for a local paper to be doing. And when Paula Thelwell returned to the JEP fold, we had someone with the knowledge and passion to make it work, and I think she has.